Hello to everyone here from Funding for Good's Kitchen. Actually, this is Marie, and I just wanted to give you a few tips today for top 10 ways to engage your board. We've been talking in lots of vlogs about ways to engage your board. We've talked about who's behind the suit. We've talked about index cards and how to use those to get feedback from your board members. We've talked about little mixers and activities. But what are some practical ways that you can use to engage your board, specifically top 10 ways to engage your board? I serve as an executive director of a nonprofit. I've spent the better part of 10, 15 years working in a leadership role as an executive director or program director. And I found that in addition to my regular monthly reports for those board members or task force members, it is really helpful for them to see in writing, black and white on the back of my executive director report, top 5 ways or top 10 ways that they can engage, not just year round, but that specific month, because our needs change on a monthly basis. If we say, oh, we just need volunteers, the board members will say, that's very general. How do I know what you need? So we start out with the top 10 ways to engage for the month. And we start out with the most innocent of all tasks, or the most, I'd say, interesting of all tasks, which would be maybe something at the program level. For example, I might say, hey, our program director needs help putting together educational kits. This is a non-thinking activity. We just need your hands. We can put on some great music. We can have some coffee on. This is just a fun, social, let's put these 200 kits together so we can get these into the school children's hands. So that might be way number 1. What can I do that's fun, that makes me feel like I'm engaging with the clients or the people receiving a benefit of the mission? At the end of the day, your board members might get bored sitting around the table. So getting them up and helping them engage with the clients you serve through putting together kits is a great way to do that. It might be something administrative like come in and help us do some filing, or let's put together these worksheets for this program, or let's crunch some data so that we can give a report to a donor. So it might be programmatic, it might be administrative and filing, it might be donor relationships through data crunching. Then I move on to a little bit kind of heavier hitting things. I might say something like, we have a fundraiser coming up. I need someone at the front door to help with greeting people. I need someone to help secure sponsorship. And I go more into the fundraising realm of things. But when you are doing your top 10 ways to engage, be sure to break things down for people who have only 30 minutes of time, maybe in their own house or their own office, all the way up to several hours in your presence and interacting with your staff, because everyone has a different desire for volunteering. A lot of our accountants and CPAs, we assume they want to do data crunching and numbers, but quite honestly, most of them tell me, when I'm out of my office, I want to do something different. So they might be interested in making thank you calls or putting together those kits. So make sure that you're specific and that you tell them when you need those kits or those activities completed by, so that you can get people to sign up. I always give that out at the beginning of the board meeting, and if people would like to volunteer, I have a sign-up sheet ready to go before they walk out the door. So hopefully these top 10 ways to engage will get your board out of their board seats and into the organization.